Welcome to Sundry News for Monday, August 3rd. Beginning with the Daily Shapiro from this evening, do as they say. Minneapolis police tell residents to be prepared to give up personal belongings to robbers. Excellent advice. Really. I'm sure the country is not really going to shit, as it seems. Demand letter from Black Lives Matter activists to Louisville businesses lists 5 repercussions of non-compliance. That's not threatening at all. Pro-Trump Heisman winner Herschel Walker slams pro sports for supporting BLM. I don't think that's right. Good for him. Jersey sales for Orlando Magic's Jonathan Isaac after he stood alone for national anthem. Jersey sales soar. Did I say that? Jersey sales soar for Orlando Magic's Jonathan Isaac after he stood alone for national anthem. That's good. I'm glad of that. I hope he stands firm. Dr. Birx issues new warning as coronavirus panic enters a new phase. That sounds interesting, I suppose. We shall see when it loads. Aha. White House Coronavirus Task Force Coordinator Dr. Deborah Birx told CNN on Sunday that the COVID-19 panic in the U.S. has hit a new phase as it is more widespread now and that it is essentially hitting every place in the country. So are we in a new phase of the panic? CNN's Dana Bash asked Birx. And if so, what are you going to do to change course? I think those are 2 very critical questions because we are in a new phase, Birx responded, and that's why I really wanted to make it clear to the American people. Birx said that responses have to be dramatically tailored to the specific areas where the outbreaks are occurring and that mitigation procedures are having an impact at the state and local levels. But I want to be very clear, what we're seeing today is different from March and April. It is extraordinarily widespread. It's into the rural as equal urban areas, Birx said. And to everybody who lives in a rural area, you are not immune or protected from this virus, and that's why we keep saying no matter where you live in America, you need to wear a mask and socially distance. Do the personal hygiene pieces. Yeah, personal hygiene. You know, that's kind of a standard thing. But you make it sound like wearing a mask is for protecting yourself, and that is not true. And why do we... These people need to realize that they're not just talking to old people. But more importantly, if you're in multi-generational households and there's an outbreak in your rural area or in your city, you need to really consider wearing a mask at home, assuming that you're positive if you have individuals in your households with comorbidities, Birx concluded. This epidemic right now is different and it's wide. It's more widespread and it's both rural and urban. Partial transcript. Blah, blah, blah. Going back. Protect your online privacy with ExpressVPN. And tune in to The Ben Shapiro Show. Continuing on with stuff from the Daily Wire. There's that one again. Black man erupts at BLM for blocking road. I got to go to work. I got bills. I got kids. Get the fuck out my way. Good for him. I wonder what they did. Like, did it work? Was he able to get to work? I hope. All these little fuckers. Go get a job. Far-left activists go into Oregon suburbs to go after police precinct. It doesn't end well for them. Good. Watch. Texas police use horses to clear leftists off streets. BLM screams at restaurant goers. And that's good about the horses. That's cool. Probably a lot of those little fuckers are scared of horses, I'd imagine. And oh, those evil restaurant goers, huh? How dare they exercise their privilege by going to a restaurant? And Dr. Birx issues warning. Just read that. Wild Alaskan salmon, $15 off. Your first box from Wild Alaskan Company. What? Ben's latest op-ed. I've read that little bit before. There's some ads. And that's it for the Daily Wire. And today we are going to try out this Louder with Crowder newsletter. A masked Nazi couple threw coffee at a maskless man eating a burrito. Then punches were thrown. What is with these people that assault other people who are eating? You can't wear a mask while you're eating. I'm referencing the crazy lady who maced a couple who were having a picnic by themselves with nobody around in a park. And now this, apparently. There's a popular acronym that is used frequently on the social media, AITA. It stands for Am I the Asshole? Some of these masked Nazis need to start asking themselves that. Yes, good point. These students got arrested for writing outside of a Planned Parenthood in chalk. How dare they? Chalk doesn't wash off. Oh, no, wait. Yes, it does. Ugh. Tucker Carlson obliterates Fauci for giving a social distancing pass to protesters. Well, somebody needs to talk about it. From the show, a flashback. Steven Crowder confronts a convicted Antifa thug. What's he wearing? I don't remember this, so I don't know what he's wearing. Riots by the numbers, police casualties, and people killed during peaceful protests. Oh yeah, so I had a brilliant idea. If I ever get viewers, like, a bunch of viewers, and somebody happens to see this, if you know how to hack, because I'm not smart, I don't know things, but anybody who does know how to hack into, let's say, the networks of news outlets, make a little change to where whenever they post an article, it automatically changes the word peaceful to violent and protest to riot. Just a thought. It would be hilarious. It would be amazing. Meanwhile, in Sweden, COVID cases and death plummets without a shutdown, masks, or panic. That just makes me more mad about all this shit. Okay, that's it for that. That was short and sweet. Moving on. The Daily Yahoo. COVID relief bill remains up in air as negotiations resume. Yeah, that's the Democrats' fault. Both the Trump administration negotiating team and top Capitol Hill Democrats reported progress over the weekend, even as they highlighted their differences. I'm sure. Simone Biles goes Instagram official with new boyfriend, NFL player Jonathan Owens. Just us. Simone Biles was previously in a relationship with Stacey Irvin Jr. before their split earlier this year. Okay. Florida man, once bitten by alligator, is chomped by 8-foot shark while on vacation. Oh my. Justin Stuller is now sporting 24 stitches and a small limp after tangling with an 8-foot lemon shark in the Florida Keys. Must be fun to be him. One of the world's most livable cities just went into full lockdown mode as coronavirus cases spike. Australia's second biggest city faces strict lockdown measures for the next 6 weeks as the state of Victoria saw another record spike in coronavirus cases. 671 in a single day. Andrew Yang has a debate warning for Trump and a bold prediction for Biden. Why do we care what Andrew Yang has to say? The former Democratic presidential candidate says Biden is licking his chops for a shot at Trump on the debate stage. Oh, I think it's probably the other way around. The former head of the FDA warned that the Northeast will likely get hit with another wave of coronavirus cases, saying the virus continues to rotate through different parts of the country. It's going to be this slow burn, unfortunately, for the rest of the year, the former FDA commissioner said. So we need to just play through. Just get back to normal and don't sneeze on anyone. It's not that hard. It should not have to be this hard. Featured new podcast episode with Lonnie Chavez from This Is Us. Reading short stories for children. What's hot? Oh, Yahoo search. Trending now. Jamie Samuelson, Eva LaRue. I don't know why I read this. It's an obvious lie all the time. Coronavirus. Penelope Cruz, Kate Goslin, American Financing, Sebastian Maniscalco, Amy Garcia, Cheap Vehicle Insurance, Toyota Tacoma 2020. The reason I say their whole trending now list is an obvious lie is because, 1, coronavirus is always at number 3, very suspicious. And 2, yesterday I had 2 different Daily Yahoo emails to 2 different email accounts with different stories, and the trending now was completely different also. Presumably I got the emails at around the same time, same day. Coronavirus was still at number 3, but everything else was completely different. So yeah, that's highly suspect. Anyway,